The reason Will responded, the reason why Jada responded, because they know it's true. Will's never responded. And they responded in less than 9 hours.
They did. That was a fast response.
That was because he know what I saw in that dressing room. He know other things that I saw. She did all this to try to scare me.
Oh no,
It's got to be a dark, sinister side to Will Smith. We just
You know what? It's not.
It just wasn't possible. There was no chemistry between us.
I just felt like he was off track a little bit.
There were different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together.
Do these 3 things. Pay your taxes. Mind your business. And keep Will Smith's wife's name.
Y'all, things are getting really insane now. The insanity revolves around Will Smith, Bilaal, his best friend of decades, Jada and Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I know you're sick and tired of hearing about Will's marital troubles, but this is not about his marriage, but about his other interests, if you catch my drift, and how he might be lying about everything. Smith, apparently a charismatic and beloved figure in the industry, is known for his blockbuster hits and charming personality. But now here's a rumor swirling around that he's been hiding something from the public eye. Apparently, Smith was allegedly involved in a secret affair with Duane Martin. Sources are suggesting that Smith had managed to keep this under wraps for quite some time, but as with all secrets, they have a way of coming out. And this one came out because one of Will's ex-assistants spoke up. And y'all, you might want to sit down for this one because I know all of us loved Will from day one, but the things that are coming out about him are absolutely shocking. Now, mind you, none of this is something that just started. Will has been involved in all of this stuff for ages now, and it's only that Eddie is trying to expose it once and for all now. So, you know how Will Smith has been making waves in the news quite a bit recently? It seems like he's been caught up in one controversy after another over the past few years. Remember that jaw-dropping moment at the Oscars when he slapped Chris Rock? That certainly got everyone talking.
And his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
And then there were those startling revelations from his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, which added more fuel to the fire. It felt like both his professional and personal life were under a microscope, with every move being scrutinized. Now, just when you thought things might be settling down for him, he's back in the headlines. This time, it's because of accusations made by his close friend and former assistant, brother Bilaal. In a surprising turn of events, Bilaal has accused Smith of having an intimate relationship with actor Duane Martin. Now, here's the scoop. Brother Bilaal didn't just drop these accusations out of nowhere. He actually made these claims during a sit-down chat with Tasha K. You know how these things go. One moment you're having a casual conversation, and the next thing you know, bombshells are being dropped. But let me tell you, fans have had quite a mixed reaction to this whole thing. It's been like a whirlwind of emotions in the fandom. On one hand, you've got a group of fans who are shaking their heads, not buying into these allegations at all. They're standing by Will Smith, dismissing these claims as mere rumors. On the other hand, there's a whole different camp. These folks aren't too pleased with Bilaal. They're calling him out for what they see as a betrayal, exposing his best friend in such a public manner. The whole situation has stirred up quite a storm, and it seems like everyone's got an opinion. But what did Bilaal say that had everyone so shocked? Well, do you remember the iconic show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? It was back in 1993 when Will Smith and Duane Martin first crossed paths on that set. The sitcom was a massive hit, catapulting Smith to international fame and making him a household name. Post the show, Smith, who we all know from the Men in Black series, and Martin became quite tight-knit. They were often seen hanging out together, becoming really close friends over time. But here's where things take an unexpected turn. Brother Bilaal, who used to be Smith's assistant and is also one of his closest friends, recently made some startling claims. He suggested that Smith and Martin weren't just good buddies. According to Bilaal, their relationship was much more intimate than what it appeared to be. Brother Bilaal was sitting down for an episode of Unwind with Tasha K. As the conversation flowed, he dropped some seriously shocking statements that sent ripples across the internet. Bilaal went on to describe, in quite graphic detail, what he claimed to have witnessed between Smith and Martin. According to him, he had seen Smith and the Scream 2 actor, Duane Martin, involved in intimate acts. Now remember, these were just claims made by Bilaal, but they certainly stirred up a lot of buzz online, with people dissecting every word and speculating about the truth behind his allegations. It was yet another twist in the story surrounding Will Smith's personal life, which just keeps getting dirtier and dirtier. He said, "I opened the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane having an with Will. There was a couch, and Will was bent over the couch, and Duane was standing up killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there." So Brother Bilaal, showing no signs of holding back, continued to drop bombshells about the Independence Day star. He didn't stop at just talking about Smith's alleged relationship with Martin. He went on to make some pretty bold claims about Smith's marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith as well. According to Bilaal, Smith was apparently unable to satisfy his wife Jada. He used a rather colorful metaphor to illustrate his point, saying something along the lines of, "If a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you're going to do to please her." To be clear, he said, Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman. Bilaal further alleged, "I am saying to you, Tasha, that if a woman is used to the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you're gonna do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets, but if she's itching for that baby leg, she wants that baby leg."
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. You know, your pictures in the book and your name is in the book. So it's like you're doing some real elegant stuff. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
Dude, this is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say no, they probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that when I walked in them.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Duane Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, "Hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this." So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, "What?" But I see his car there. I'm like, "Where's this guy at?" So now I'm holding Duane down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. "Yo, we need to get Will here." I'm like, yo, kind of like I'm trying to find is like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having a Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
So, amidst all the drama and accusations, Jada decided to set the record straight. She claimed that the only reason Bilaal had made those distasteful allegations was to try and squeeze some money out of them. According to her, it was all a calculated move to cash in on their fame and the ongoing speculation about their personal lives. Apparently, Bilaal had previously tried to get some money out of the couple. The story goes that he was trying to secure a book deal and needed some financial backing. Will, being the generous friend he was known to be, offered to help him out. But here's where things took a strange turn. Despite Despite his need for funds, Bilaal reportedly refused to take the money from Will. He seemed to have some unresolved issues that made him reject the offer. Fast forward to the present, and these rumors started surfacing. According to Jada, all these allegations were rooted in that earlier incident. She suggested that Bilaal's refusal to accept the money and his subsequent claims were all part of a bigger scheme.
That y'all are swingers, that y'all were both gay and playing each other's biz, that y'all were sleeping with whomever you choose.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love?
It was a complex web of events that added another layer to the ongoing drama surrounding the Smiths' personal life. Everyone was left wondering what would unfold next in this real-life Hollywood drama.
We're gonna take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. So that's actionable, so we're gonna roll with that.
And around the same time, Jada Pinkett Smith also made some revelations of her own. In her memoir, Worthy, she shared that she and Smith had actually been separated since 2016. This was a shocker for many fans who'd been following their journey. Yep, you heard that right. Jada confirmed that she and Will had been separated since 2016, but had no plans to legally divorce, despite living separately. They continued to make public appearances together, with Will famously referring to Jada as his wife at the 2022 Oscars, where he slapped Chris Rock for making a joke about Jada's bald appearance due to alopecia. Jada also revealed an interesting tidbit about Chris Rock. Apparently, he once asked her out on a date, thinking she and Will were getting a divorce. When she clarified that it was just a rumor, he was shocked and apologized profusely. In the wake of these revelations, Bilal's allegations stirred up even more questions about what was really going on in the Smith household. It seemed like every day brought a new twist to the tale, but it wasn't all one-sided. Many fans came forward to defend Smith. They called out Bilaal for what they saw as a betrayal of his best friend. They criticized him for exposing someone's personal life in such a public manner. It was a heated debate with opinions flying left, right, and center. Plus, Tasha K, the host of the show where Bilaal made these revelations, isn't exactly the internet's favorite person, and it seemed like Bilaal was following in her footsteps, as he too started receiving some serious backlash from fans. The fans were up in arms, questioning why Smith's former assistant would spill such personal secrets about his best friend. Even if the rumors were true, they couldn't see any justification for airing them out in such a public manner. It was a tough pill to swallow for many fans who had admired the friendship between Smith and Bilaal. The controversy continued to brew, with fans eagerly waiting to see how things would unfold next. One person wrote, "Even if everything he's saying is true, it's heartbreaking to see him betray his so-called best friend, Will Smith. Even if me and my bestie had a falling out, I would never start a campaign to smear her. That shows poor character." Another added, "This whole interview is crazy. Everyone talks about toxic women, but this man is so much worse. Why would you put somebody's private business like that?" One more person wrote, "This man is going to lose everything for saying this. Even if it's true, the betrayal is much worse. As a man, I wouldn't provide this information to anyone. He lost his card right here. He has no honor, respect, or morality for sharing this. Fellas, I hope you know what I'm saying." And now that Jada and Will see that the public is on their side, they are getting ready to fight these allegations. Smith recently talked about the allegations. Amidst all these accusations flying around, Smith didn't stay silent. He categorically denied the allegations that he had an intimate relationship with his fellow actor and longtime friend, Duane Martin. This story is completely fabricated, and the claim is unequivocally false. A representative for the Oscar-winning actor, who was 55 at the time, told Us Weekly in a statement.
Well, because of some business that they had, and I don't know the complete details about it, but that's about to come out because, like I told you, about to take legal action.
Right. You should.
Yeah, no, we are.
And then there's Jada dealing with things her savage way.
Hi, Miss Pinkett. You look fantastic.
All right, good to see you.
We gotta go. We're blocking traffic. Oh, we gotta. Oh, we're blocking. I'm sorry. What do you say about the allegations? There's like, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say? We suing. I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
And maybe Jada hoped that he would get threatened, but that's not happening. Yep, here's where things got even more heated. Brother Bilaal didn't back down after his initial claims caused such a stir. Instead, he seemed to be calling Jada's bluff about suing him. In a follow-up statement, Bilaal doubled down on his allegations involving Will Smith and Duane Martin. He sat down for another exclusive interview with gossip blogger Tasha K, where he delved deeper into the alleged scandal that had the entertainment industry buzzing. Bilaal asserted that Smith and Martin had been involved involved in an intimate relationship. The reason Will and Jada responded, they know it's true, Bilaal said during his chat with Tasha K. He pointed out how quickly they had responded, in less than 9 hours according to him. He was pretty confident about what he claimed to have witnessed, saying, "He knows what I saw in that dressing room," and then he threw down the gauntlet to Jada, daring her to sue him within 2 weeks. If not, he promised to return to Tasha K's platform and drop what he called evidence.
He know what I saw in that dressing room. He know other things that I saw. She did all this to try to scare me, but I fear no one but Allah. Jada, listen, in 2 weeks, if you don't sue me in 2 weeks, if Tasha K will have me, I'm back here and I'm dropping evidence. Period. You said I extorted you. You said there's a money shakedown. You said a lot of things about me, and you know that the things that you said were untrue. Let's get into a little bit more of it. Jada runs Will. Period. Me and her at war. I'm gonna put Will to the side. Will is to the side. Me and Jada, I will say this because I know you're watching. I know Karen Tense is watching.
Who's Karen Tense?
That is her PR person for years.
Okay.
Right? I know they're watching. Jada, you're a bald head liar and you're a drug addict, right? Oh, you told the world that you were gonna sue me. As of yet, and you said you're gonna do it swiftly. It's been over 2 weeks. So Jada, I'm giving you 2 more weeks to sue me. If you don't sue me, this is what's gonna happen. All the parties, right? And the people, the men that you hit, I'm naming names, right? All the salacious stuff that you have done and hurt other people, I'm naming names. You assassinate my character. You say I extort you. Well, extortion is criminal. Like, I would be in jail right now if I tried to extort the Smiths.
Bilaal wasn't backing down, not by a long shot. He openly dared Jada to sue him, claiming he had evidence to back up his allegations. "You said I extorted you. You said it was a money shakedown," he retorted, referring to Jada's comments during her appearance on The Breakfast Club.
All right, Brother Bilaal, listen, I do want to say, for the viewers, because we're going to rewind back, before we put out the interview, all we put out was a clip that went ultra viral. Okay? Yeah. Everybody in the world got this clip. It was trending for days on Twitter, okay? Before the interview comes out, what shocked me is Jada is doing her book promotional for Worthy.
Yes.
She goes to the Breakfast Club and she sits down and they ask her about you, but they can't not ask. Like, it's so huge.
Right.
And to my surprise, she answers.
It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're gonna take legal action.
The reason Will responded, the reason why Jada responded, because they know it's true. Will's never responded, and they responded in less than 9 hours.
So Bilaal didn't mince his words when it came to Jada. He called her a bald-head liar and even accused her of being a drug addict. He reminded her that she had publicly stated she was going to sue him swiftly, but weeks had passed and there was no lawsuit in sight.
This person's idea that they in some way were doing business around Will's book and that they spent money or what have you, and that they needed to be compensated. So he already tried to do this money shakedown.
Bilaal then issued an ultimatum. He gave Jada 2 more weeks to sue him. If she didn't, he threatened to reveal even more damaging information. He claimed he would name what used to go down at their parties and all the that were involved. He was particularly upset about the accusation that he had tried to extort the Smiths. He pointed out that extortion is a criminal act, and if he were guilty, he'd be in jail by now. And Bilaal didn't hold back when it came to his opinion of Jada as a wife. He claimed that she had been terrible to Will throughout their marriage. But interestingly, despite his harsh criticism, he noted that Jada was now vehemently defending her husband. According to Bilaal, there was a reason for this sudden show of solidarity. He suggested that if Will's alleged secrets were exposed, it could potentially bring a lot of Jada's own skeletons out of the closet.
Yeah, craziest rumor that Will and I are swingers.
Despite the strong denials from both Will Smith and Jada, who claimed that Bilaal was just after money, he stood firm in his allegations. He asserted that his actions were driven by a commitment to revealing what he believed to be the truth. But wait, what about Duane Martin? Everyone was on tenterhooks, waiting to hear his side of the story, but it seemed like they'd be left hanging. According to TMZ, sources close to Martin said he had no intention of responding to these allegations. He reportedly thought the rumor was too far-fetched to even dignify with a response, while Smith's rep stepped up and categorically denied the claims, Martin chose a different path. He didn't want to engage with the controversy at all. Instead, he seemed content to let people draw their own conclusions, even if they might be off the mark. But Bilaal is still not backing down. He announced that he was penning a memoir about his time working with the Smiths. The book, intriguingly titled Will Smith Demonic Circle, promised to shed light on aspects of the Smiths' marriage that had been the subject of much speculation. Remember when Jada Pinkett confessed to having an affair with singer August Alsina back in 2016? She claimed that Will had given her permission for the affair, something that he denied. But Alsina had a different story. He said that Will had indeed given him his blessing. In a throwback clip, Alsina spoke highly of the Smiths, saying they were like family to him. He shared how he'd sat down with Will and discussed their transition from marriage to a life partnership, which excluded romantic involvement. Alsina claimed that Will gave him his blessing, and he devoted years of his life to the relationship. Now, just when you thought things couldn't get any more complicated, another Hollywood heavyweight entered the picture. Eddie Murphy, the legendary comedian, seemed to be siding with Bilaal, suggesting there might be some truth to his allegations. Murphy claimed that he too had heard whispers of similar incidents involving the Smiths. His statements added a new dimension to the ongoing issue, lending some weight to Bilaal's claims. It was an unexpected twist in the tale, leaving everyone wondering what would unfold next. With Murphy's entry into the narrative, the drama surrounding the Smiths' personal life took on a whole new level of intrigue. Now, what makes all of this even more believable is the fact that Will and Jada never really had a happy marriage. Back in 2008, the rumor mill was working overtime, with whispers of an open relationship between Will and Jada making headlines in both tabloids and major media outlets. It was said that Will had supposedly suggested that Jada could explore relationships with other men if she wished. But the real game changer in this saga came during an interview with HuffPost. Jada Pinkett Smith delivered a statement that has since become infamous for its openness and honesty. "I've always told Will, you're free to make your own choices as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and be okay with what you see. At the end of the day, Will is his own person. I'm here as his partner, but he's an individual. He has to decide his own path, and that's not a decision I can make for him, nor can he make it for me." Jada's carefully chosen words left a lot open to interpretation. Public curiosity skyrocketed, with people speculating not just about the possibility of an open relationship, but also about Will's sexual orientation and desires. It was a turning point in the narrative surrounding their relationship, adding another layer. In particular, the phrase, "he has to decide who he wants to be," became a focal point for those who sought deeper meaning. And it's not even the first time that we're hearing rumors of Will being gay. Back in 2016, actress Alexis Arquette dropped a bombshell accusation against Will Smith. In a Facebook post that has since been deleted, Arquette claimed that Smith had allegedly paid off his first wife to keep mum about his involvement in homosexual relationships. The post read, "When Jada comes out as gay and her husband, who some have referred to as her beard, acknowledges that his first marriage ended due to an incident involving his alleged involvement with his sugar daddy, Benny Medina, then I will be more inclined to take their statements seriously." But Arquette didn't stop there. She went on to share more details, mentioning a specific alleged incident that occurred on the set of the movie 6 Degrees of Separation. This incident was supposedly significant in the context of the accusations she was making. Will threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation when he was required by the scene to kiss Anthony Rapp, Arquette continued. He persuaded the director to shoot the back of his head in frame, blocking the non-existent lip lock entirely. Him, "Gays have enemies. They lurk in gilded closets. Going out is healthy. You are either with or against us. You decide today." And in response to Alexis Arquette's allegations, Sherry Fletcher, Will Smith's first wife, decided to set the record straight. She took to Facebook with a video aptly titled "Just Setting the Record Straight," where she directly addressed and refuted Arquette's claims. Fletcher started off by clarifying that she and Arquette didn't know each other personally. She pointed out that Arquette didn't have any first-hand knowledge about her marriage to Will. She firmly stated, "So for you to claim you have first-hand knowledge information as to why my marriage didn't work out is completely out of line. Not only is it out of line, it's absolutely not true." She categorically denied that her marriage to Will ended due to any infidelity. She emphasized that she never found Will with another man or woman. She asserted, "My marriage ended not over any infidelity. I didn't find Will in bed with a man. I didn't find him in bed with a woman. It just didn't happen. Will was straight in 1992, and he's straight in 2016. Fletcher also tackled the insinuation that she might be covering up for Will out of embarrassment. She emphasized that no amount of money could silence her or compromise her truth. She made a powerful declaration saying, "I know Will has a lot of money, but Will does not have enough money to take my voice away from me, to deprive me of my story. That wouldn't happen." Then, more recently, in 2020, an old video resurfaced that sent shockwaves through the internet. The clip featured YouTuber Shane Dawson engaging in inappropriate behavior concerning an 11-year-old Willow Smith. This video's reappearance sparked public outrage, with both Jaden and Jada Pinkett Smith expressing their condemnation. But just when you thought things couldn't get more heated, another YouTuber, Trisha Paytas, stepped into the fray. She released a video defending Shane Dawson and made a shocking accusation of her own, adding fuel to the already blazing controversy. She said, "How about worrying about your daughter being in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worrying about your cheating husband effing one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?" she said in the video. While it was later clarified in a video by Drama Alert that she wasn't there, like I wasn't in the room or anything, but it's happened to multiple dancers allegedly, it still renewed speculation on Will Smith's sexuality. And even then there were rumors of Martin and Smith. Rumors started swirling that Jada and Will Smith's marriage was hitting a rough patch. The reason? Will was reportedly spending a significant amount of time with Duane Martin, which was supposedly cutting into his time with Jada and their children. Multiple sources confirmed that Jada was growing increasingly unhappy with this situation. During this period, Will and Duane seemed practically joined at the hip. They were frequently spotted together, dining out, going on a private cruise in Trinidad, attending restaurants and art openings in Miami, and even visiting a trade show in Las Vegas. And all this happened within just 4 months. A close source who saw them at Flair Restaurant in Trinidad commented, "Will and Duane definitely looked very close, and although they were in the company of others, it was evident that Will and Duane arrived and left together." Duane, who was previously married to Tisha Campbell Martin and shares 2 children with her, had been linked to Will in various rumors for quite some time. However, neither of them had ever confirmed or denied these speculations. So adding to the chaos was an Instagram post by Tisha Campbell Martin that raised quite a few eyebrows. She posted an image that read, "The truth always comes out in the end, no matter how hard anyone tries to hide it." The post itself was somewhat cryptic, but she added a comment saying, "And you're right, they will lie till the end." The real kiki is that people will stop believing them. But wait, there's more. Will Smith's name has also been linked with another major industry figure, Diddy, the renowned rapper known for his remarkable success. Diddy has reportedly been associated with explicit types of gatherings where closeted celebrities could be themselves. Interestingly, Will Smith and Diddy share a close friendship, which makes this kind of sus. But here's the thing. In today's society, being gay is not only okay, it's widely accepted and celebrated. This acceptance has led some fans to question why, if the rumors about Will Smith were true, he would feel the need to hide his sexuality. They argue that if he is indeed gay, he should feel comfortable coming out and living his truth openly. After all, countless celebrities have come out as gay and continue to enjoy successful careers and widespread support from their fans. So, what do you think? Is there any truth in what Bilaal has said so far? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on any new videos. And until then, fam, keep it real.